Namaste and good evening to all. Distinguished guests, delegates, IEDC's members, and other members of Bhavan's family. Bhavan's Royal Institute of Management, under the aegis of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, is renowned for its holistic academic endeavors for human development. This evening, our Innovations and Entrepreneurship Development Center, Bhavan's IEDC, is organizing a platform for different learning experience and are delighted to invite you all for the Innovation Talk session organized by Bhavan's IEDC as a part of the Innovators Premier League with Mr. Benley, founder of Startup World UK, which is a platform dedicated for sharing inspiring stories of startups and investors across UK. He is an external advisor of IIC. He has won accolades for Best Manager, Best Idea, and Best Product Concept for during his school and college days. He is a master's graduate in international business with focus on finance at Edinburgh Business School, Heriot Watt University. He was also one of our guests as a panelist in a previous event and had also associated with us in the logo designing contest of Bhavan's IEDC. With immense pleasure, I cordially invite you to this session. Mr. Benley, over to you.
Thanks, Maria, for that. So again, I'm back for another session for Bhavan's IEDC. It's been a pleasure and honor as always. A lot of things has happened since that meeting. So I would like to share my journey throughout and possibly may inspire you guys to take up entrepreneurship. So, yeah. So can you guys see this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, perfect. So my journey towards entrepreneurship started in 2015 and 16. This was my final years in school. I got an opportunity to participate in a business competition organized by Heriot Watt University. I had an idea and I went to present it, and I learned that I had a lot to learn. I was awful in terms of personal performance, but that day something born took birth in me, and that was the entrepreneurial spirit in me. So then I got an opportunity to work with Groceries Online, which is a Dubai-based startup for delivering groceries online. So customers could order groceries online and get it delivered to your homes. So these were the starting points of my entrepreneurship journey. It's only eventual that I share this fact. The best manager phase. So after my schooling, I came down to India, Kerala, to do my bachelor's. So as a typical Malayali, I wanted to enjoy college as in the movies. So first year was going towards that. Like I had my classroom sessions, fun with friends, all that, and then we had our first international expo, and my professor had asked me to participate in this competition organized next building, which was in Ames, our MBA division, and that was the best manager competition. So again, my personal performance was awful. I lost in the finals, cried because it was insulting. The final round was a stress management round, and they threw at me all sort of stuff which could break you down, and I broke down. Yes, I sat on the stairs there, disappointed, sad, cried. That day I decided, okay, I'll have to do more of this. I ended up doing 50 fest, almost 50 fest throughout my 3 years in college, and I've won about 7 titles. It was a great phase for me because it helped me analyze who I am, correct the wrongs in me, develop myself, upskill myself, and make me the person who I am today. So this phase has a lot to do in what I am today. And now, yeah, as Maria said in the introduction, I've just graduated from Harvard University in international business management. So it was a great relief, happiness, all that. Because it has been difficult the last 2 years, with COVID. I was away from my family and had to do all of this during lockdown, and it was pretty stressful. In the end, it all worked out, and I'm very happy for that. So the journey has been amazing, and the experience as well. So my startup experience in the UK. So UK is one of the countries in the world renowned for some great startups, and I always looked forward to gaining some experience while I'm in the UK to develop my entrepreneurial skill set and so that I can use them when I become an entrepreneur. So these are the major events which took part. So on the screen right there with me is Sir Tom Hunter. He is the first billionaire of Scotland. He is the founder of Sir Hunter Tom Foundation. It's a foundation which funds the Scottish Edge. Scottish Edge is UK's best startup competition. It supports entrepreneurs of all sorts, and every year they surprises people with numbers they get and the ideas which come out through their event. So Converge Kickstart, again another program of Scottish Edge. And my university has been hosting this event for the past few years. It's a hub for all the startup competitions based around Scottish Edge. So during the lockdown, uh, there's a lot of free time, and in the initial days, I was chilling, watching Netflix and movies, series of all sorts, and then uh, something struck me. I was feeling, you know, empty. I
Excuse
was
me,
feeling
sir.
that, yeah,
Sorry to interrupt. Sir, your voice is a bit low. Can you please increase your volume?
yeah, sure.
How about now?
Yes, sir. Perfect. Sorry for the
No
interruption.
worries, no worries. So yeah, so that phase of unproductivity in me instilled me to start something. I wanted to build something of my own. So there was Startup World UK. So Startup World UK is a platform just to store the stories of aspiring entrepreneurs and investors across the UK. So there was no such platform existing before this, focusing around startups to show the passion I share for startups. So that's the reason I came up with Startup World UK. So the passion and the resounding global resonance our peers have, and so that they can club in together and share their ideas and visions. So this was basically the aim of Startup World UK. So why? So after behind any venture, the basic question is why, and this is the reason. So almost 600,000 startups being found in the UK every year. That's 14643 startups a day. But there's no single platforms dedicated to share the startup stories, how they came up, how with the idea, why they are doing this. So these are some astounding questions, interesting questions you ask, and behind every startup there's a story, and I want to share these stories with the crowd, with the people who are looking to know the background and invest in them. So basically, started as a support system for the change makers, and it was pretty good phase starting. I designed the website myself. It was great because I came from a background which was totally financial. Like I did my bachelor's in BCom. I did my master's in business. So I never had a technical background, and this was much more fruitful because I was able to do everything from the scratch. Some of the works I've done, I've worked with some of the best startups in the UK, and CrowdCube, later. CrowdCube is a crowdfunding platform which helps startups raise funds. Babylon is one of the most sought health startup in the UK right now. They have gained their prominence during the COVID. They have been helping a lot through online sessions where you could get healthcare online and support online. So Monzo, as well as a challenger bank, you can open a bank account through your phone without visiting a physical bank. Clio, Seed Legals, Active Water. So these are all some of the best startups I've worked with over the past of time. It was great experience. So Seed Legals is one of the stories I shared. They help startups deal with the legalities of starting up, help fundraise, pitch investors, all that. So there are a lot of startups in the UK, interesting startups which could help others and as well as help themselves, like in the process to get more traction. So that has been the aim of Startup World UK, and so we have been helping increase the awareness of brand users, increase visibility and credibility for investors. They could share their contact details and then hire staff based on the site visits. It was a great initiative from that point of view as well. So that has been my journey with Startup World UK. And then 3 months ago, I was having this part-time job with Sainsbury's. It's a supermarket here in the UK. There are about 7,000 stores in the UK, and I was working as a storekeeper where I could replenish their stock. And that is when I noticed this an amazing, not amazing, or I say it's a conflicting problem. There was a lot of food was being wasted. So that made me think. So a lot of food which could be consumed by the people here was being thrown away because they got expired and people couldn't buy it off at a better rate. So that made me think, and I was thinking for some time and thought of something, and that led to the birth of Redacto. So Redacto is UK's first reward-based platform, which helps customers in the UK buy reduced stuff. So by reduced stuff, I mean if a food item is going to be expired today, you get to buy it at a discount, and you get to know what product is on discount right now at the moment we speak, based on the location of the customer. And then the customer can go in, buy it, and then save himself a lot of money and time. So this, and in the end, a sustainable idea, I guess. You're preventing the waste of food, and then you're preventing the waste of resources. So that's the basic idea of Redacto, and it's a promising initiative. I'm very proud of it because it has a lot of potential, and I've been talking to a lot of people about it. And in this, when I would like to, so I haven't shared this with the world, and this is the first time I'm introducing Redacto in a meeting. So it's special in that way as well. So it was for the design of this logo and tagline that I had contacted Bhavans before for a competition, so that I could get the logo and tagline slogan for my dream venture. So the past 3 months I've been working on this, and it has been nothing sort of great. Guess so. Now you would ask me why Redacto. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, so Redacto has a meaning to kill. So here it means kill waste. So that's the meaning, if any of you are wondering. So I would like to say why Redacto, and these are the facts behind it. 190 million meals a year are being thrown away by supermarkets in the UK alone. And according to RAP, Waste Resource Action Program initiative of the government, it's 362,000 tons of food are being wasted every year, unsold. So only 8.5% of the total unsold food is being saved. And the rest are going to land.
I
Sorry?
think it's stuck. We seen the startup only logo state. I think
Is
it's
it
changing. Yeah.
Is it changed now?
No.
How about now?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, 190 million meals are being thrown away by the supermarkets, 362,000 tons of food being unsold. And only 8.5% of this being saved, and rest of these are going to landfill. So if we look at it, these are causing carbon emissions, wasting resources. And this is happening when millions of people out there are in a situation where they can't even afford food. So that's why Redecto help you save those waste, those food going unsold from going to landfill and preventing carbon emissions and saving the earth as well. So this is Redecto. In another 3 to 4 months, we'll be in the market, hopefully, and this is basically an outline of how it's going to be, and I'm very, very excited for this project case. It's a brilliant idea. So I'm not the one who to tell that, but I've been talking to a lot of people, and I'm proud to say that I've been accepted into the INSEED Hyper Accelerator program. INSEED is world's 3rd largest school for MBA, and I've been accepted for taking Redecto forward with their Hyper Accelerator program. So it's exciting times ahead, and haven't shared this with anyone yet, and it's very special for me to speak today and inspire a lot of young talent out there who are looking to take up entrepreneurship. So that's my journey so far. Yeah, that's me. Would you like to any questions?
Thank you, Mr. Benley, for your insightful words. That was really inspiring. Now, the link for feedback is available in the chat box. All the candidates are requested to fill in the feedback form. Now, the platform is open for the Q&A session. If anybody have any question, you may either post it in the chat box or you can unmute and ask.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Sananda Sumita. I'm a student of MBA first year at Buns Royal Institute of Management.
Good afternoon. Hi, Sanand.
Sir, in your profile, I came through a ranking thing, Attal ranking of institutions on innovation achievements. Prepare the institute for Attal ranking of institutions of on innovation achievement framework. So could you expand what is the basic idea of that Attal ranking? I was thinking in your LinkedIn profile as an you are working as an external advisor, right? At the IEDC.
Yeah.
So I came across that ranking thing, Attal ranking of institutions. It's
So IIC is a part of the Education Council of India. I'm a member. I'm a support staff for St. Paul's College, Kalamasheri. So I'm an external advisor, advising them on how they can promote entrepreneurship in their college. So that's basically my job there. So couldn't catch your question with the rampaging part. Can you type in what you meant there? Actual ranking. Okay. So you actual ranking of institutions. So institutions in India, their metrics now used to measure how they are promoting entrepreneurship as part of Startup India program launched by our Prime Minister. So IEC sets a number of programs to be conducted every year. These may be in 50s, hundreds, and all of these has to be conducted and in the year. And based on those events, these colleges are ranked by the government. So this helps to show that like they are promoting entrepreneurship and then rank their colleges based on that. So this is helpful for students who's looking to join institutions, students like you who are looking for joining business courses, who wants entrepreneurial support. They could get this, and that's the reason why we do that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
No worries. Any other questions? Forgive my voice because I was cold out here and had a throat problem as well. So that's the reason.
Sir, actually, I also have one more doubt. There's much more general one, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, has the entrepreneurial world been a bit dim during this COVID days, or has it boomed?
Sorry, come again.
Has the entrepreneurial world as a
Yeah.
whole, has it been in a growing stage during the COVID stage, or has it got a dip?
I don't think it's dipped because if you look back, India has produced almost 20 unicorns during this period. I don't think that would happen if there is a dip. So again, problems calls for innovative ideas, and that has been happening throughout the pandemic. And so I wouldn't say that there's a dip in ideas and entrepreneurship spirit there. And the amount of investments for startups is proof that there's no dip, at least for some time soon. So yeah, it's a great time to start a startup if you are in India right now. There's a lot of schemes there helping you start up and get the ball rolling. It's a great phase to be in. It's not like before. Things have definitely changed. And then their programs, Kerala Startup Mission has programs, even Startup India has programs which will help you take your idea up. All you have to have is a problem and an innovative idea to solve that problem. The problem has to be general. It has to be worth taking forward. And if you find that problem, it will be great. So I personally look out for problems out there. That's the basic advice any entrepreneur will give you. Because an idea, a startup basically exists to solve a existing problem. And in case of Reducto, the problem is unsold food, the lack of awareness of some food left in store at a reduced price. People are not knowing this, and this is causing the products to go to waste. I know a lot of students like me, like we had a limited income when we were here because we had a restriction on our visa that we can only work 20 hours a week. And food is expensive in the UK. Everything is expensive in the UK when you're a student. So with your limited income, you have to sort a lot of stuff. And an app like this would help students get the best deals out there in terms of price, but not in terms of, so there's no compromise on the quality as well. So in terms of, so that's the problem I'm trying to solve, of the prevent the food from going to waste, to landfill. So if you can find a problem like that and then come up with a solution, you are an entrepreneur there. So it's always about looking for problems and bringing solutions to challenge that problems. So is there any more questions?
Anybody else have any questions? Please do ask. Or so now I invite Nanda Goban for proposing the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Maria. Good evening to the Honorable Resource Person, Nodal Officers, Faculty Members, IEDC, Executive Committee Members, Innovators in IEDC, and my dear friends. On behalf of my institute, it is my privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this memorable occasion. Let me first start by giving glory to the Almighty God for making today's occasion a resounding success. My heart fills with a lot of gratitude and respect for our distinguished resource person, Mr. Benley de Cruz, for not only sparing his invaluable time with us to grace this occasion, but also for enlightening us with his commendable talk on the subject. Thank you, sir. I thank our respected Dean, Dr. Rajagopalan Nair, for his unfaltering support and guidance. Thank you, sir. I extend my deep sense of appreciation to our nodal officers of IEDC for constantly advising and guiding us for today's event. Thank you. I take immense pleasure in extending my sincere thanks to IEDC Executive Committee members for their constant support and encouragement. Thank you all. I may also like to express my sincere thanks to the innovators in IEDC for their unending support and efforts. Thank you. Last but not least, I thank all my friends for your cooperation and for showing interest in the program and making this event a success. Once again, I thank you all. Thank you. Now I request the host to end the session.